Hello, this is Cutefuzzyweasel, and welcome to another Cutefuzzyweasel Reads. Yeah, I don't do these as frequently as I want to. So, it's been about a year since I last tackled the epic of Dementia Raven, Darkness, Dementia Raven, Raven 666, Bloody Mary, Darkness, Raven, Dementia, Raven, Darkness, Blood, Raven Way, Joel Madden. When we last left our intrepid heroes, the story was so bad I did this.
Yes, it is! It's all out of character! Every single thing in this thing is out of character! None of it makes any fucking sense! Chris, everyone in this goddamn piece of shit is depressed!
So let's continue. Chapter 11. I seed stoop flamina preeps. See if this chapter is stupid. 111. It deals with real sirs issues. SPC4 herself if it's stupid. Barua thanks to MA friend Raven for haleeping me. I'm starting to realize there is an unwarranted lack of alcohol at this table. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off and I ran into my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased me after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room, cause he would look like a preep if he did that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both my wrists. You just fucking do that anyway. They got all over my clothes. Your wrists? So I took them off and jumped into my bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a steak, and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sadly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff at the end. What the fuck? Black high heels with pink metal stuff at the ends. So you spray painted aluminum foil and stuffed it in your shoes. If you ever want to gross someone out at a party, try chewing on aluminum foil. On the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me and was taking videotape of me. I was thinking about Alan Rickman on a broomstick with a VHS camera, like, don't mind me. And Lupin, what the fuck? And Lupin was masticating. And Lupin was masticating to it. Ew, you fucking pervs! Stop looking at me naked! Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, vampire ran in. Oh, a period. Suddenly, vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape. Hey, she spelled Snape right for once. She yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. Pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times. And they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony! It has been revealed that someone has... No! I'm just rolling with this. He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran outside with his broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. What the little? Hagrid's like a giant, isn't he? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student! Hagrid paused angrily, but I am also a Satanist. You know, when it happened, when the Marvel comic universes combined into Secret Wars, I didn't like it because I just got caught up on everything within... Well, I didn't get caught up on everything, but I was getting caught up on the comics because I didn't start reading comics, like actually reading them until like February of last year. And they sprung it on me like right then. It's like, oh yeah, you know all the stuff you just got caught up on? Yeah, we're gonna trash it. You know, if someone were to take My Immortal and a couple of other of the worst fan fictions and write a fan fiction that was like Secret Wars, where they all just come together on like Battle World and Dementia Ravenway has to kill Sonic from Sonic.exe and I don't know, Sonichu comes out and the Doom Marine from that god-awful fan fiction leaps out with a chainsaw and cuts his head off. You know, just... If someone were to do that, I would fucking read it. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. You just shot him! You shot him a gazillion times, you just said! There must be other factors! You don't have any, I yelled madly! Lupin held up the camera, Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there! I felt faint, more than normal, like it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily. Well, he rubbed his dirty hands on his clock after being shot a bazillion times. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked or happy or bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because! Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his hand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. By... The fuck is this? Because you're gothic? Snape asked in a little afraid voice, cause he was Ephranand. It meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her! Chapter 12. A.N. Stop effing! Okay, Hagrid is a pedo... God, fucking... What the fuck? Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address that issue. Now do you know Snap and Aunt Kristen, plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay? I feel my brain collapsing! I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Dargo had given me because in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! I thought it was hair grid! No! I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire! He started to scream, OMFG, no! My scar hurts! And then, double ellipses, his eyes rolled up, and you could only see his red whites. What? I stopped. How did Uno? I saw it! And then the scar turned back into a lightning bolt! No! Why is everyone yelling at this? Did Guilford Godfrey possess all of them? No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me and I always covered up with foundation. He said, Affleck! Anyway, my scar hurt and it turned back into a lightning bolt. Save me! And then I had a vision. What? Wait, my scar turned into a lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage! Not bondage! How dare you, Voldemort! Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now recovering from my slit wrists. Snappin' Luppin' and Harry and were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were piddle flies. And you can't have those fucking pervs teaching. And you can't have fucking preves teaching in a school with lots of hot grills.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Dumbledore had compensated the pseudo camera they took of me naked. I put my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came to my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Enobi, I need to tell you something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway. And I don't like fucked up prebes like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. Then why'd you let him in your fucking band? No, Enobi, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What are they, goths to you, poser prep? What the fuck sentence? I asked cause I was angry that he had brought me pink. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. You didn't reply. You didn't, I replied. You didn't. No, you didn't, I replied. It said, it's in quotations, so it's like she's saying it. No, you didn't, I replied. What? You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P- video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. Who masturbated? See? Is that spelled wrong? To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink rose. They aren't roses. He suddenly took them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, I'm not even gonna try. For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute! Specifically for Raven. I love you, girl. I am O-N-O-T-O, okay, yo? Then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Just said. No, I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. Now, what the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Inabi, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what? Eyes in the flames. Ha 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 ha! You reviewers, flames, get it? What the fuck? What? What is this? Dumbledore said, "What you to see what is in the flames? You must find yourself one STK." Burning is too good for this thing. I have found myself, okay, you mean old man? Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff in the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Belly Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me. I looked at like Samara from The Ring. If you'd don't know who she is or a prep, so fuck off. If you don't know who's Smart from The Ring, yeah, I'm pretty sure preps back then knew about The Ring. And I put on a blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs. Get it? You do too, I said sadly too. But I was still upset. I slipped both my wrists. Just go ahead and hack off your fucking hands. Feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom, and I put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. Yeah, they just kind of walked off being shot a bazillion times. Like a boss. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures, as opposed to the magical non-magical creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared. He just said he committed suicide by slitting his wrists, but he couldn't have killed himself by slitting his wrists because earlier in chapter 9 you said that he couldn't slit his wrists and die because he was a vampire. And the only way to kill a vampire was with the stake. You creeps. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. So during the class, Vampire Potter was sitting drinking the blood out of a student, and like no one was saying anything. This fake Hogwarts manages to have a worse safety record than the real fake Hogwarts in the books. Which is saying something because Hogwarts in the books had almost as bad a safety record as my school. No joke. I had class in a room that had broken glass all over the floor covered in gasoline. Because janitor will get to it eventually. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back! I said in a Wallaquilly said way. In a Wallaquilly said way. I don't even know. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it by now, you horny simpletons! Stop it now, you horny simpletons. Shouted Professor McGonagall, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted. Then I ran away angrily. We jumped on each other. We jumped on each other, and then you're like, oh, right, Then he started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up, and you could see his red whites. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have that scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Page 3. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned into a lightning bolt. Save me, then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him in bondage. Page 5. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me. Wait, but you copied and pasted the middle of this thing to the end of this thing. They're fucking identical! Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck are you supposed to writ dice? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweeter eye? Well, that was chapters 11 and 12 of My Immortal. Only like 25 of this crap more to go. What the fuck am I doing? Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the other videos I've done in the series down below. Check out... I'm going to put information here. I suspect the subscribe button will be here. And actually, I think the clip will probably end up being down there. This is Cutefuzzyweasel. I hope I don't get an aneurysm from this crap. So the only way to kill a vampire is by putting a stake through its heart, huh? Okay. Didn't really solve anything, but, there's something to be said about catharsis. Yeah. Yeah, I feel better already.